Hey, what's going on in the music world and in the music professionals? I'm Ralph Sutton and welcome to LoudPac.com. 2 months ago we had the opportunity to go to the 2013 Winter NAMM Show in Anaheim, California. We had a chance to talk to different independent music professionals, and when I say that I mean people who are on the other side of the glass, such as myself, producers and engineers, musicians, copywriters, and things of that nature. With that being said, we hope that you enjoy some of the different interviews that we got with some of the different manufacturers talking about the products that they've developed to help you, the independent music professional, make better music. Today we're at the Winter NAMM in Anaheim, California, the January 2013 edition, and we're going to walk through the show. We're going to get some good key interviews for you. We're just going to have a good time, so let's roll. Hey, what's going on in the music world? So here we are in the lobby of Winter NAMM, Anaheim, California, in the Anaheim Convention Center. So today what we're getting ready to do is we're going to go in, we're going to do some of these interviews, we're going to get some tips, all kinds of really good stuff that's associated with indie music production and helping you achieve your goals. But here's some key things that we'd like you guys to remember. If you are interested in any of the devices or equipment that you may see, always look on LoudPac.com's link page or on the front page and click that link and we'll take you right to that manufacturer's webpage and you can make the arrangements to purchase it yourself. So let's roll. Here we are with Brian Carter of Avid. He's going to just tell us a little about the latest and the greatest offering from DigiDesign.
Pro Tools HDX hardware. It's been out for about a little over a year right now. We're getting way more AAX plugins, and that's huge.
Yes.
So that people are really able to take advantage of the power of the HDX card.
And how's that going to affect us with you guys migrating to Pro Tools 11? And is it reverse compatible? I've heard that it's not. And
you know, in terms of 11, there's not a lot of info. The one thing that I know Avid has announced is that it will be 64-bit.
Okay.
And that's what this whole AAX transition is about. Getting all of the plugin developers to go AAX, which will be 64-bit.
Okay.
So that's our future, way to go in terms of plugins. In terms of compatibility backwards, I guess we'll soon have to see. I think really what we're all going to want going forward is to get into AAX.
Right.
Another thing that's huge too, though, is the HD native.
Okay. Let's talk about that. Tell me a little about it.
HD native, and the funny thing is, it's been out for about a year, about the same time as HDX. It utilizes your host, so it utilizes the power of your computer. That's the native part of it. It uses Pro Tools HD software. You still have 256 tracks, or voices as we used to call them. Also, you have low latency monitoring. You have a lot of different ways to utilize it. I urge everybody, if you haven't seen it, find somebody who has it, try it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised in the amount of power that system has, especially for large mixes. And that's something when you hear native or host, people usually think that's not going to be for mixing.
Get that error comes up.
Yep. This version of Pro Tools still uses all of your old plugins. It uses RTAS or AAX if you're on HD native. So you're good to go. Your old mixes should just open up fine, assuming you have the newer versions of the plugins.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Thank you, Brian Carter.
You got it.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you too, Ralph. Always good to see you, man.
And you know, we'll invite you up to the House of Blues recording studios, which is the home of LoudPac.com.
Okay. I'd love to do it.
Thanks, brother.
All right, take care now.
All right. Hey you all, here we are at the Audio-Technica booth, and we have Gary Boss with us, and he's going to tell us what the latest, greatest, hip, slick, and cool stuff that Audio-Technica has to offer.
And it is latest, greatest, hip, and cool. I'm telling you that right now. What we have is we're introducing the AT5040. This is actually kind of a departure for us. It's a flagship product. Everything on this is proprietary. It's a new design for a microphone. We wanted to kind of raise the bar of microphones. I think we did it with this. We like to say this is innovation, not emulation. In other words, we like all those old vintage microphones, but we want to take a whole different path to get there. That's what this guy is. This is called the AT5040. So the first thing you're going to notice is when you look under the hood on this, it's very unique. It actually uses 4 separate elements that have the outputs combined to give you a single output. What that does is allows us to quadruple the sensitivity of the microphone and keep the noise floor to only 5 dB, which is pretty exciting. It has 137 dB of dynamic range, so tons of headroom. The other thing that allows us to do is get essentially the benefits of a really large diaphragm, which is the warm, the low noise, but then also get the benefits of a smaller diaphragm microphone that's like fast transients and extended high frequency response. So it's really kind of something you can't do get this sound with a traditional round diaphragm. This is effectively the equivalent to twice the size of a single 1-inch diaphragm. It had this purity of sound focus that went all the way down to the shock mount on this. So it's a completely engineered shock mount to minimize even the resonance of the shock mount. So again, that's the AT5040. It's our flagship product, and we're pleased to introduce it here at the show.
Wow, this is really good information. And you know, LoudPac is an indie music show.
Yeah.
So we literally always want to give the indies as much information as they can so that they can have better productions and better products and create even greater content. So Audio-Technica, no doubt, is one of the best places for them to start.
That's great. Yeah, you know, you definitely go to our website. We have not only glossary of terms, we have a guide to microphones. Even if you don't know anything about microphones, it'll tell you the difference between condensers and dynamics and cardioid, NAMM, and all that kind of stuff. There's a ton of information as well on Audio-Technica.com.
Right. So Audio-Technica.com or click the link at LoudPac.com. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
All right.